She just called the police.
I came in there, I put 7 down, and I left. You ran outside and attacked me.
How dumb can you be? How starved for attention do you have to be to publicize your personal life on social media? There is a reason it's called a personal life and not a public life. It's supposed to be personal. It's supposed to be private. But we have so many people craving attention. They put their dirty laundry, including their doodle-stained underwear, on social media for everyone to see. I wake up this morning looking for topics. News has been incredibly slow over the last week or so, and I come across this headline at the top of my news feed. Geno Smith facing serious allegations. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, who in the hell is Geno Smith? Geno Smith is an NFL quarterback nearing the end of his NFL career. Matter of fact, you can make the case that his NFL career is officially over because this offseason, Geno Smith signed with the only team that was willing to take him, which was the New York Jets, the place where NFL careers go to die. The Jets are kind of similar to the WNBA dump. You could be a major star and you enter the dump or you sign with the Jets, and within a span of a few weeks, you have been completely forgotten. Of course, Geno Smith won't be forgotten anytime soon because he is now being accused of bruising the caboose of his girlfriend. Late last night, some unknown woman who calls herself Everything Chris XO on Instagram. I'm assuming the Chris in her name stands for Crystal, or it's entirely possible that Chris could be one of her baby daddies, or as the IRS prefers to call them, employers. Judging by her Instagram handle, I guess everything Chris is saying, girl, I'm a boss. I only drink top shelf liquor. I don't want no scrub. The boss only dates a man if he's got a lot of money, got a lot of money. What a catch. I mean, what self-respecting, successful man wouldn't want to be with a woman who boasts about drinking gold bottles on social media? Look, and I want to make this very clear, this story literally broke late last night into this morning, so we don't have a lot of verifiable information as of right now. But supposedly, the woman who posted this video on social media accusing Geno Smith of bruising her caboose in a not-so-passionate way, her name could be Kristen, which might be what Chris means in her Instagram handle. Late last night, she posted this video on Instagram accusing Geno Smith of attacking her. She also accused him of being a deadbeat dad. I censored some of the language. I know a lot of you guys watch my videos with your kids, but here is the video. Watch it for yourself.
She just called the police.
Gino just beat my ass. That's why.
She coming here.
I came in there, I put 7 down, and I left. You ran outside and attacked me.
Leave my neighborhood.
You broke my computer. You. Move. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Get out of my car.
You bet you.
Get out of my car. Stop!
Get up.
or not these allegations against Geno Smith are true, I don't know. Me personally, I am having a hard time biting into this doodle donut. For starters, if you were just brutally attacked by someone, would you aggressively approach them asking for more? If I was a woman and some dude was threatening to beat my ass, I would be running in the opposite direction while calling the police. But Kristen, she is running towards Geno Smith, getting in his face. I'm also skeptical anytime someone puts something like this on social media. Another reason I'm a bit skeptical, Geno Smith, he is notoriously private with his personal life, which is understandable. His private life, none of our business. But it makes me wonder if Kristen put this video on social media as some form of revenge, knowing it would bother Geno Smith because he prefers to keep his private life private. Obviously, if the allegations are true, Geno Smith should be criminally charged. Now, I doubt it would affect his NFL career. The Jets named Geno Smith their starter basically when they signed him this offseason. And their other options are Cade Klubnik, Brady Cook, and some dude named Bailey Zapper. Who, and who? Whether or not these allegations are true, Geno Smith is not blameless here. I know I'm going to sound old. I know I'm going to sound like a traditionalist, but the thing about tradition, it works. Traditional marriage has worked for thousands of years as long as the man marries the right woman and vice versa. And that is a key component to marriage working. You have to marry the right person. Yesterday on the second channel, we talked about Floyd Mayweather being on the brink of bankruptcy. One of the reasons, and it's far from being the only reason, but one of the reasons Floyd Mayweather is struggling financially, he's got 4 kids by 3 different women. You guys remember Shawn Kemp? Shawn Kemp was a major star in the NBA back in the 90s. Dude has 11 kids with 10 different women. You want to know a quick way to bankruptcy? Have a bunch of kids with different women. Now, to my knowledge, Geno Smith only has 1 child. Back in 2019, Geno Smith had a child with a woman named Destiny or Destiny. To her credit, Destiny came to the defense of Geno Smith last night. As you heard in the clip, the woman allegedly named Kristen was accusing Geno Smith of being a deadbeat dad. Destiny came to his defense and said, "Girl, don't be bringing my child into your dysfunction. Geno is a great baby daddy." Full transparency, Destany seems to have an affinity for NFL players. When I was growing up, we referred to them as cleat chasers. I believe the technical term they are now using is generational trappers. But supposedly, Destany has children with Geno Smith, Josh Jacobs, and Eli Apple. She seems to be building her own roster of NFL players. I know it's hard to understand this when you're young. Of course, Geno Smith is 35 years old. He's old enough to know better. You should not be having children with women you have no intention of marrying. Ideally, you shouldn't have kids until you're married. And the most important aspect, you should only have kids with the right woman. I'm not talking about the OnlyFans model. I'm not talking about the woman showing her goodies on Instagram. It is so important. Matter of fact, you could make the case the most important decision in your life is who you choose to marry. Life is already hard enough. Being a starting quarterback in the NFL, one of the most difficult jobs in sports. The last thing you need is distractions at home. You gotta remember, every team in the NFL is trying to eliminate distractions. When things aren't right at home, it bleeds into every other aspect of your life. Think about it. If you're married or if you've ever been in a serious relationship, when the wife isn't happy, when your OnlyFans girlfriend is posting videos on social media accusing you of neglecting your children so you can play video games, which, by the way, what is this trend of grown men playing video games all the time? Most women think grown men playing video games is unattractive. Me personally, I don't have anything against it because I ain't dating dudes. Matter of fact, I'm kind of jealous because Uncle KC, he doesn't have time to play video games. But all kidding aside, when potential baby mama number 2 is accusing you of neglecting your child on social media so you can defeat King Koopa and rescue the princess, would that affect your performance at work? Would that cause you to be distracted? Geno Smith is already entering this season with a severe disadvantage. He went from the Raiders, a flaming ass fire, one of the worst organizations in the league, and now he's with the Jets, which is an explosive ass fire and arguably the worst organization in the league. To make matters worse, we're a month away from training camp, and Geno Smith is being investigated by police for allegedly beating on his girlfriend. All of my young men out there, this is why it is critical to pick the right woman. I don't understand some of these professional athletes. You got all this money. Geno Smith has made over $100 million in his NFL career. And this dude is a mid-tier quarterback at best. Geno Smith is on the same level as Derek Carr. Difference is, Derek Carr married the right woman. Derek Carr doesn't have to worry about his money. He doesn't have to worry about being sued because he married a respectable woman. I don't understand it. These athletes, they got millions of dollars, in some cases, hundreds of millions of dollars. You could literally have any woman you want. Ivy League women, intelligent women, women who are willing to take care of the kids at home so you can focus on your career. And for some reason, these dudes continue chasing the wrong women. And what is happening right now to Geno Smith is the end result. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.